Welcome, I'm Lauren from Zestful Kitchen, and welcome to Everyday Gourmet, where I share realistic recipes for the avid home cook using fresh ingredients and global flavors. Today, we are going to be making one of my favorite appetizers / dinners. We're making steamed mussels, and I'm here to prove to you that this is not just something that you can order out to eat, but it's something that you should be making at home because it's easy, it's elegant, and it's insanely affordable. The biggest thing you need to know when making mussels is they're endlessly versatile. So really you just need some aromatics like shallot and garlic, some herbs, some kind of liquids. So we're doing white wine. You could do beer, you could do broth, and then some fat, olive oil or butter. So all of this is versatile, but I'm going to show you how to make white wine steamed mussels. Very easy and very delicious. So I bought these mussels yesterday and I put them in a bowl with nothing in it, no ice, no water. And then I topped it off with a bag of ice right on top, and then top it off with a moist paper towel. Most mussels that you're going to find at the grocery store are farm raised. So that means they come already very clean. And most of them are going to be debearded already, but we're going to clean them anyway. And we're also going to debeard any that still have them. First of all, when you bring them home, or even if you can, when you're at the grocery store or at the fishmonger, is to just smell them. They should smell, literally they should just smell like the ocean. Kind of salty, kind of seaweedy, but they should not smell off by any means. The other thing is oftentimes mussels or any like clam, any bivalve, any clam, mussel, whatever, they'll kind of like loosey-goosey relax when they're stored. They're not dead. So a mussel that comes like this, that looks like it's kind of open, give it a tap, and if it recloses up, it just means it was relaxing and it's good to eat. This one, I'm tapping it and it's not reclosing, so I'm going to throw that one away. I know I have one more in here. Nothing's happening. Lights are on, but no one is home. Oh, is it closing? Oh my God, it reclosed. Okay, so this one is still alive, which is kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, this one. That one is so dead. All right, we're going to toss that. So farm-raised mussels, when they're growing, they attach themselves to something stationary, most often a rope. And so that's what this is. This is what attaches them to a rope. It's called their beard. So we're just going to debeard. Most of these will already have been debearded. But if you find one, just pinch the little rope and pull it towards the hinge of the mussel, and it'll just come right off. That's all you have to do. There's a big old beard. They're not usually this big. Usually they're tiny. Okay, those go back in. So mussels cook very quickly. Depending on what heat you're cooking over, they'll take anywhere from only 2 minutes to like potentially 8. So you want to have everything mise en place and ready to roll. So for the aromatics today, I'm going to do shallot and garlic. You could also do onions. You could just do garlic. You could just do shallots. And then we're going to do some garlic. I'm going to do 4 large cloves sliced. Slice it up. The flavor of this is kind of French. So I'm doing some fennel seeds, and I'm going to crush the whole fennel seeds in my mortar and pestle. If you don't want to even deal with that, you can just put them in whole. I like this because then the flavor gets in the sauce and like really gets nestled into the mussels really nicely. Smells good. Oh, it smells so good. And then I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. If you don't want it to be hot, don't use them. This isn't going to make it too spicy, but it's going to add some heat. The other thing we're going to mise en place is some herbs. So I like to finish this off with a trio of herbs. I'm doing parsley, cilantro, and chives. Basil would be good. A little bit of fresh thyme would be good. So you don't have to do all 3. I guess if you choose one, I would maybe go with chives. So that's cilantro and parsley, and then I'm going to chop up some chives too. I'm just going to put that right on top. Save some of that. And then we're just going to chop it all together. Just rough chop. This is going to get sprinkled over the finished mussels, so nothing too crazy. I'm going to measure out some wine. So I'm using a dry white wine. What am I using? I don't even know what this is. Picul de Pinette. I usually feel like I know my wine, but I don't know this one. We're gonna do 1.5 cups of a dry white wine. You could also do a Pinot Grigio, Sauvi B, use whatever you like, or whatever you want to enjoy with your mussels. And now we're ready to cook.
Okay.
So for this, I'm using a large Dutch oven. You can also do a big pot if you want. We're gonna heat this over medium high, and I'm gonna add in our butter. You can also do olive oil if you want. I will say you're gonna wanna be shaking the mussels once we add them. So if a Dutch oven is a little too heavy to like pick up and shake, then I would use a lighter pot. But something with a lid is what you need. And we're doing 2 pounds of mussels, so you're gonna want a pretty big pot. I call for 1.5 to 2 pounds, because if you come home with 2, you always throw away a few mussels, which will get you down to about 1.5 pounds, potentially. Hopefully you don't throw away any, but. All right, we're gonna let this melt. We're gonna add the shallots and the garlic. Okay, we're gonna let that cook just until they're softened for about 5 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna add the red pepper flakes and our crushed fennel seeds. We're gonna let that cook until the shallots and the garlic start taking on a little bit of color, which will be about 5 more minutes. All right, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of Dijon. You could also do whole grain mustard, that'd be good. But I'm just gonna zoop it in. That's appetizing, isn't it? All right, I'm gonna stir that in. All right, I just wanna get the Dijon incorporated, so I'm gonna whisk this a little bit. So we're gonna let this cook. It's gonna steam a little bit and reduce, and then we can add the mussels. Give them a stir, and then we'll cover it so they steam. So mussels will take anywhere from 2 to 8 minutes, depending on how hot your heat is. But we're gonna peek at them every minute or so. Once most of the batch is open, you can remove it from heat. Okay, I'm gonna shake them. Okay. You probably could just stir it, but I like to keep the steam in. So I'm just shaking it. Shake, shake, shake. Ooh, they're starting to open. They're looking good. So they're done, because most of them have opened. Some of them are just still starting to open, which is fine. So we're gonna take these back over to the island and finish them off. So that took all of 2 to 3 minutes. It's so easy, which is why it's definitely something you should be making at home. And I'm just gonna pour it into a serving bowl, and then make sure you get all those aromatics in there. And then I always like to finish it with a little bit of olive oil. I know there's a lot of butter, but I finish it with some oil, and then our minced herbs. And then I also do some flaky sea salt. Adds texture, obviously seasons it. And then serve it with a side of bread and a salad, and dinner is done. So easy. I will say you can finish the broth with cream, coconut milk. You could use curry. There's so many different ways you can flavor this. I actually have some curry mussels on the website if you want a curry mussel. Okay, take your mussel like this, and then just crack back the shell, open it up, tear off the second one. And then I use the second one to release the mussel from its shell. So use it kind of like a knife. You just peel it off the shell and release it. And then I switch to the other side. And then I scoop up some broth with this other one. And then I add it to there. And then you just slurp it up. Oh my God. I forgot how good these are. They're buttery. They're fresh. The garlic and the shallot in there, it's so good. And the fennel is just enough to add a nice aromatic flavor without taking over. Also, I meant to get a baguette today. Forgot. So we're using some sliced sourdough, but what's nice about this dish is if you serve with some crusty bread, it can be a great starter or even a great meal if you pair it with a salad, because you're gonna use that bread to soak up all those juices in there. They're so good. They're so easy. You literally can get a pound of mussels for about $5 to $6. Such an economical meal. And they're really elegant. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. Let me know what aromatics you're gonna use, what kind of broth you're gonna use. Are you gonna use wine? Are you gonna use beer? I wanna know how you're gonna make your mussels. All the information is down below. You can find the recipe down there. And that's it. That's how you make mussels. So I hope you meet me back here next week for another Everyday Gourmet. and enjoy your mussels. I don't know.